Guys, my name is Daniel Hatermoto, and I just finished The Heroic Legend of Arslan, Episode 3. Alright, so we are still on the path of, I guess, Arslan becoming king, is what I'm saying. And so I really liked that masked figure. I'm going to talk about him first and then go back to the battle. I really liked him, and I feel like he is just really badass. He is really badass. He has that mask, and now we all want to know what his face looks like. And from what I can see, he's like some messed up kind of Toby, Naruto kind of messed up face sort of thing. So obviously the king of Pars did something to him 16 years ago, but the king doesn't seem to remember it, which is very interesting, and it's gonna come back to bite him, and I think it already did. Well, it came back to bite him, I think, head-wise. Yeah, so I think if you guys get that, I think the king just had his head chopped right off. Great! Alright, and then Godfrey's, I think that's how you say his name, he did a really awesome job, but that the one masked guy, he just ripped him up in like 2 seconds. He just like we didn't even barely see it. It's like really quick. Now this is what I'm talking about. This was awesome. That scene was awesome, and I hope we get more of that stuff. And I really like that. And I finally learned Reed's name is Daryun, and he saved Arslan, which was awesome. And for some reason, the guard that betrayed Pars did it to save Pars. Now, I don't seem to get that, and from what I see in these Lithuanian soldiers, they're like, yeah, we won, we beat Pars, we crushed Pars. And, you know, it's always a two-sided coin. I mean, you would think Lithuania is bad, or I mean, better than Pars, but in reality, they're just as bad. I mean, they're killing these soldiers and taking them for fun, too. They're becoming slaves, too. But if you remember what that one kid said, I'm going to call him Alphonse, because I can't remember his name, but Alphonse said, our God says that no one is a slave, but your Pars God says there are people in the hierarchy that are better than others, and those lower class people are slaves. Alright, but then we see Daryun save one of the soldiers, and they were taking him as a slave and capturing him. And maybe not as a slave, but they were gonna do some bad stuff to that guy. Like probably whip him and beat him and that sort of thing is kind of what you're getting just from that field. And Pars didn't even give up. They still tried to attack, but they still got their ass kicked. I mean, they just got wrecked. I mean, they came out of that fire and they still had that hailstorm of those arrows. Oh, bang, bang, bang. Pars just got wrecked, and they told us the number. Lithuania only lost 50,000 soldiers, but Pars lost double that number. They lost 100. I think it was like 74,000 like men on horses, and then 50,000 on foot, or yeah, something like that. So about 124,000 soldiers they lost. That's double what Lithuania lost. So that's like 2 guys would kill 1 guy. It's like a 2-for-1 kind of ratio sort of thing. Anyways, that's just mind-blowing. Especially, and we also got to find out who Daryun's friend is, Narcissus, and I have a feeling he's really strong, and we find out why he was abandoned the capital, and why he left Pars, and he left Pars because he freed slaves, and it took me a minute to get it, but they explain it at the end of the episode. He saved this one kid and his family, and now they will always help Lord Narcissus forever, because, I mean, he saved them from slavery, and I'm guessing King of Pars, Arslan's father, just got pissed. Like, you got my slave! You let them go! You're banished! Go! Just leave! Go! That's just how I see it. And, I mean, but Daryun's still friends with him, and he feels that's right. And I feel like Daryun and Arslan in control of Pars, they're going to make a huge change, but that might not go well with the people. And just that one captain, I think his name was Arslan or something. It started with a V, but he just was OP. I mean, he wrecked their army by giving them the wrong directions and getting them all to go in that oil last episode and blazing them all up. Just blazing, all on fire. And then on top of that, he got some other soldiers who were probably with Lithuania to destroy the morale and say, the king retreated without you guys. He's been long gone. You guys are on the army by yourselves. And this also affected the captain generals who were also out there, and they started bickering between themselves. And also, we didn't get to see them. I kind of want to see more of them, but they said 2 of the captains died, and I don't know all the captains' names yet, but I'm guessing those 2 guys might have been the ones that died. Yeah. Also on Narcissus, I think, just from seeing him, he just looks really strong, and he has that strong kind of aura, I guess. And I'm thinking that probably Arslan might go into hiding for a little bit, and Narcissus is probably going to train him and Daryun, or Daryun's going to train Arslan so he can become stronger and maybe take on these badass people. And I am excited for episode 4. Peace out, guys.